Hey viewers, hey subscribers, and welcome back to my channel, Aquarian Empress Tarot. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. We're so glad to have you here, a part of our soul tribe, okay? Tonight, this is a girls chat, because I always get topics from a lot of my viewers, subscribers, people who book personal readings with me about different subjects. So, one of the topics that I wanted to cover tonight is how to get back to being you after a breakup. This is all about moving forward. And so, if you're new and you're hopping into the live stream, please make sure you hit that thumbs up and hit the notification bell. Also, subscribe if you're a new sub. But the reason we wanted to talk about this was because it's a common situation where a lot of people will be dealing with someone, the person will ghost them, stop communicating, whatever happens, and then they're like left trying to pick up the pieces. So the important aspect of getting back to yourself after a major breakup is actually seeing the relationship for what it was. Like, obviously, if two people don't get along well, then there's no sense in trying to force something that doesn't fit, right? Hey, Casey, love. So I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to hop in before I get into the topic. But if you hop in, be ready to share feedback, because some of us have had these experiences and some of us have not. So we're going to be covering a couple of different topics tonight. I don't know if it works, but Gloria, she unsubscribed and resubscribed, and now she gets notifications. So that may work, Casey. Right. Yeah. Looking at a breakup from a positive point of view is one way to help get back to being yourself. Also realizing that a lot of times, more times than not, most of us, if we go through a breakup, it usually the person wasn't interested in realizing your worth and knowing that you deserve more than bare minimum effort, knowing that you deserve it. You owe it to yourself to not settle for something less than what you deserve. That's also a part of getting back to you. And also realizing like you are an awesome person. You are who you are for a reason. And obviously there was something great about you that attracted that person to you in the first place, right? For you to get to the point of actually having a relationship. So instead of thinking of the glass as half empty, see it as half full, right? And sometimes we have the blessing of walking away from a situation unscathed. Like the universe was removing that person from our lives for a particular reason. Right. You have so much more time to figure out what it is exactly that you want, all the things that you want to accomplish. You could also be busy helping other people become successful and reach their fullest potential, like people that actually matter, like close friends and family. That's also another really important part of getting back to you after a breakup, is having a really solid support system. Like if you have someone who's like a very close friend, or an aunt that you trust, or an uncle if you're male, or a father figure, somebody that you trust. Exactly. And a lot of the little relationships, they're not even really relationships, honestly. A lot of these things are situationships. They're not even real relationships, because a real relationship is not going to just break up like that. Oh, you said something crazy to me, it's over, I'm done. Like real relationships are not this back and forth, teeter-tottering, playing game, immature type of stuff. Real relationships actually do take work, and there's going to be moments of conflict, but it's not going to be like, oh, the slightest little thing, he left the toilet seat up, so it's over, I'm done, I'm out of here. Like, it's not going to be like that. A lot of times you were forced to leave someone or they were removed from your life for a reason because there was a lesson that had to be learned, right? We all have those karmic lessons that have to be learned. And trust me, the universe will continue to allow you to repeat cycles until you learn the lesson. Hi, Yasmin. Welcome back. If you're a regular sub, welcome back. I haven't seen you in a while. If you're new, welcome to the channel. I'm good. How are you? Good. Since you're new, please like and hit the notification bell and subscribe. But yeah, the first topic we're talking about tonight is getting back to being yourself after a breakup, not allowing the breakup to tear you down, to cause you to crumble to pieces, just fall to pieces, where you can't function, you know, moving forward or at work or around your children, you know? Yeah, it's hard, especially when you have strong emotions for someone, because let me say this, the part that really, really gets us when we really stop and think about it with a breakup is because we were emotionally attached to that person. When you actually disassociate your emotion from the situation, it's like, it's almost like an out-of-body experience. Like you remove yourself from that relationship and you look at it as an outsider and you can see all the things that were leading up to that breakup. When you really stop and look back at it, you're like, damn, I let him talk to me like that? I let him get away with that? He said that? He did that? And then it's like, then you have to point the finger at yourself, right? So you have to take some accountability as well because you allowed it to happen. And there's always the situation that a lot of times we get what we allow. If it's bare minimum effort, it's because we allow them to do the bare minimum. Right. So a part of, you know, getting back to you is being real with you. Like self, we got to have this talk. We got to have this talk, right? What are you doing to attract these type of people? These type of people in your life who are low vibrational, who barely put any effort in, who only care about themselves, disrespectful, no morals about them. Like, what is causing you to attract those type of people? Because 9 times out of 10, we're attracting those type of people because somewhere within our character, within our value system, that's how we act towards other people. Whether it's an unhealed situation, somebody's unhealed from past trauma or a past relationship that didn't work out, and they're carrying that baggage over. There's a lot of things to consider when you break up. Like, it's not just, oh, this person just broke my heart, I'm into pieces. No. I mean, as much as it hurts, and you have every right to grieve it, but once you grieve it and you feel the emotion, you have to release it. Yeah, once you feel the emotion of grief, you have to feel that emotion and then release it. Because once you hold on to a negative emotion like that, it becomes toxic to you and the people around you. So that segues into another topic of why we attract low vibrational, bare minimum type of people. Again, we attract what we project. When you are functioning on a higher level, you tend to attract people who are actually at a higher vibrational frequency. Because it's not going to work out if here's the thing, if you're aspiring, right, to be a millionaire, what sense does it make for you to be in a relationship with someone who has never had a job, who's never worked a day in their life? You see what I'm saying? You're going to look for people who are in your caliber, so to speak. You're going to look for people who also are aspiring to be millionaires, who are aspiring to do something with themselves, right? If we have low self-esteem and low self-confidence, then that's the type of people we're going to attract. Like I was saying earlier, if we've had past issues with past relationships and past people, then we're going to attract the same type of people who's also had baggage. Exactly, Casey. And that's going to cause chaos because you're attracting what you're putting out into the universe. That's why after a breakup, it's like, actually, when you break up, it's such a great, it's a great opportunity. It's a golden opportunity. Exactly. It is, Yasmin, but a part of healing and growth is acknowledging and taking accountability on our own part. Exactly, like Casey said. And until you learn that lesson that, hey, I'm the problem here. I need to work on myself. I need to work on my attitude. I need to work on the way that I speak to people or how I interact with people so that I can attract the type of person that I want into my life. That's where manifestation comes in. You can't manifest something that you're not doing, right? If you're not taking steps to be financially successful or financially abundant, you can't expect financial abundance to come in for you because you're not trying to do that. Same thing with relationships. You can't manifest something that you're not working towards. Hey, Queen. Welcome back, love. That's what I tell people all the time. The same standard that we have for other people in any type of relationship, not just, like boyfriend, girlfriend, or dating. And that's beautiful, Yasmin. That's the whole point. I'm so glad that you said that. That is the whole purpose of lessons, of karmic lessons, of cycles, so that we can learn our value, our worth. Because it's really not so much about the other person. Because a lot of times people are so quick to say, well, if he would do this, yeah. It's really about us realizing, okay, I matter. You matter, Yasmin. And that's what you have to tell yourself in the course of any relationship that you engage. Right, Casey, you better be dying. You call me after 10 p.m., you better be dying. You call me at 2 o'clock in the morning, you better be dying. Because those are my mom used to say, those are the devil's hours. Don't call me during the devil's hours unless somebody's dying. So you're absolutely right. We have to learn as a collective, especially us divine feminines, we have to learn to set healthy boundaries, because a lot of us have been through so many situations or so many relationships where we weren't respected, we weren't valued, we weren't treated with care and concern. And so we have to show that to other people. We have to, the character that you want to find within a man or a mate or whatever you want to call it. Exactly, Casey. And also being comfortable with saying, no, I'm not okay with this. No. No is a complete sentence. It is. Right. It's a complete sentence. And sometimes, I don't know why, because I used to be like this. And now that I look back at it, it's like, I feel like it was because of my own insecurities. I used to be afraid to tell people no. I used to be afraid to tell people no, especially men. Like, no, I'm not interested. No, I'm not giving you my phone number. No, we're not talking. And then I built up enough confidence to say, no, I'm not interested. I don't want to talk. I don't have to talk. I'm not obligated to do anything. No is okay. It's not the end of the world. And you have every right to protect your space, your energy, your sanity, your body. So you have every right to say no. It doesn't matter who it is. If it's a toxic family member, no is okay. Right. No, I can't. I cannot engage with you. I will not. I could not, would not in a house. I could not, would not with a mouse. No. But it's okay, and it's okay to say no, and it's okay not to feel guilty about it. Like, you shouldn't have to feel guilty about saying no, or I can't, or not today, or maybe later. Sometimes that helps too. Like, yeah, exactly, Casey. It's up to us to protect our own happiness and our own sanity. It's our responsibility to protect ourselves. If you can protect yourself from COVID by wearing a face mask and social distancing and sanitizing everything that comes in and out of your home, then you better be able to protect your sanity, your energy, your peace of mind by telling toxic, low vibrational people, step. No. Right? That's our responsibility. We owe it to ourselves. Also, for those who missed it, when we were talking about getting back to being yourself after a breakup, a support system. Having a solid support system is so crucial when you go through a breakup, because sometimes, especially if you left a toxic or narcissistic type of relationship, they hoover. And what you don't want to do is go back to the very thing that you stood strong and firm enough to say, no, I'm blocking that energy from me. Because once you say no and you block it, you have to completely block it. Because if you allow it to if you reopen that door again, it's going to be 20 times worse than the first time you were in that situation. And so it helps to have a support system, people that you trust, people that you're very close to or connected with, to help encourage you and motivate you to continue on the right track. So that way you know, okay, I'm doing the right thing. And it helps to build your confidence in standing firm on your boundaries. That's part of it, you know. Exactly, Casey. What was the other topic? Somebody was talking about, well, thank you, Yasmin. That's the goal. That's the whole purpose of my channel. I'm here to help support, you know, both masculine and feminine energies across the globe. So, you know, if you ever want to reach out to me, you can email me, aquariumempresstarot@gmail.com. Like, you can follow me on IG, whatever the case may be. Because life is hard, and sometimes you just need that person there to listen. Sometimes you just want to vent. Sometimes you just, you need encouragement. Sometimes you need advice. And that's one of the important things about my channel. Like, if somebody has a question, like, you know. Oh, you're welcome, Divinely Resonate. You're most welcome. Okay. Okay, love. But yeah, that's like the whole reason I even started tarot, because I felt like tarot can be used in a very positive light to help shed light on situations and help motivate you in moving forward and help you to see what actions you need to move forward, you know. You're most welcome, Divinely Resonate. But yeah, I mean, you have to project the energy that you want back to you. You have to put that out into the universe. But the support system is so crucial. The support system, knowing your worth, building up your self-confidence, because I know for some of us, especially if you're a very passive person, or you have been, oh, did you, Yasmin? It's an excellent one. That was one of my first tarot decks, actually. The Good Tarot, by, what's her name? Colette Baron Reed. Yes, that was actually one of my very first tarot decks, and it was like the deck that really made me fall in love with tarot because of the messages that she has, like the guidebook that goes with that deck. It's absolutely beautiful, it's encouraging, and it's loving. Like, even in the worst of situations, Spirit has a message for you. The universe is trying to push you forward. Yeah, you'll really love that. You will really love that. But yes, the illustrations are beautiful. They're beautiful. So know that you got this. Moving forward, you know your worth. You know you deserve more than bare minimum effort. Right? The key, I know one of the key components to a successful relationship is communication. Us air signs are very familiar. If there's not consistent communication, that's red flag number 1, right? So, I think somebody, yes, that segues into the other the other topic. Someone had posted on the community tab, how do you know he's not the one? He doesn't communicate. He doesn't communicate, and he doesn't communicate effectively. Exactly, Casey. Exactly. Great advice. Yeah, don't take on other people's stress and anxiety. I literally had to tell, I literally had to hang up the phone with my DM on occasions because his energy was too much. It was too much. I could feel that maybe I could feel his stress and his aggravation, and I didn't want to talk to him in that energy. Right, Casey. Sometimes, it's like, now's not a good time type of thing. Choose your battles wisely. Choose your battles wisely. But sometimes people need their space. They need time to regroup. They need time to calm down, take a nap, drink some water, get a snack, whatever they need to do. And then they can come back to you in a much better energy. Sometimes they just need that extra boost, and then you can deal with them. But yeah, as far as getting back to being you after a breakup, the main focus is you. The main focus is just going forward, not looking back. Casey. Right, after you eat a Snickers, call me back. Better yet, try the protein bar. But yeah, like sometimes you just gotta give people. Sometimes I'm that person that I just need a few minutes. Just give me a few minutes to get it together. I'm gonna get it together, and then I'm gonna come back and I'll be better. Okay. But yeah, sometimes that's really a pivotal moment in your growth is a breakup, because it's that space after you've released someone else's energy. Because when you think about it, when you're in a connection, you're exchanging energies. It's an energetic exchange. A relationship is an energetic exchange. Any relationship, coworker to coworker, boss to coworker, parents to children, it's always energetic exchanges. Husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, it's all energetic exchanges. So when you break up from someone, you're releasing not only some of your energy, but some of theirs too. So it's a great time to do some reflection. And like Casey said, shadow work. Shadow work. And see the things about yourself that you want to improve and that you want to strengthen. Because the whole point of shadow work is seeing what you want to improve. Exactly. I was actually thinking about this today. People you don't want to communicate with. Generally, I would say, Yasmin, you could give that person a warning, because I feel like that's a mature way to deal with it. But when someone refuses to give them a warning, you do this again, we will never be speaking again. Because there are boundaries. Again, there are boundaries. And people sometimes will cross the line. You have to let them know, point blank, period, these are certain things I will not tolerate. So if you cross it, you will never see me again. I've literally had to have this conversation very recently with my DM. I was like, if this happens, I'm out of here. I'm not coming back. So when they're refusing to respect your boundaries, Yasmin, in that situation, I would say yes. Blocking them and deleting them with no explanation, let them go with love and release, like Casey said. That's a good thing that you speak your mind. That's a good thing. Because you shouldn't have to be afraid to speak it. You shouldn't have to be afraid to express how you feel. Yeah. But when a person shows you, it's the same. When they show you who they are, and they show you and they keep showing you, release them. Because they're showing you that they have no regard for you, for your feelings, and if they don't care about you, they probably don't care about anyone else. So imagine if you had children with this person, or imagine if you started building a life with this person. They will totally disregard you. Right? Also, this person doesn't know how to compromise. In relationships, we do have to compromise. We give a little to get a little. There is always compromise in relationships. Red flag, ladies. Red flag, gentlemen, to anyone who does not want to give a little bit to receive a little bit. Because it has to be balanced on both sides. Sometimes you may say, like, for example, sometimes you may be tired, but if your person, right, wants to talk about something that's really bothering them, you may stay up late just to console them, comfort them, give them some advice, give them words of encouragement, because you really do love them. You care about them. So you sacrifice your sleep to stay up to help talk to them and get them through whatever difficult time it is that they're dealing with, right? So sometimes you do compromise in relationships. That's a healthy compromise. But there's certain things, certain boundaries that should not be crossed. Never. Like physical abuse is a boundary that's never ever acceptable. It's never ever okay. So if anyone crosses that line, it's over for good. That has to be made clear. A lot of times people make the mistake of joking or playing around, and that sends mixed messages to the other party that, oh, it's okay if you pretend choke me. No, it's not okay. No, it's not okay, because then when you get angry, then you're going to do it out of anger. That's why you have to be clear. You have to be very clear. When you set boundaries, you have to be very clear. Well, see, Casey, that's another example of setting a very clear boundary. You can call me at this particular time if there's anything going on that we need to discuss after coffee. I'm available after coffee. I'm like that at work. People will come to me with issues. Just give me 5 minutes, okay? 5 minutes. Yeah, Yasmin. Exactly. That's see, he's not respecting your boundary already. We'll let him play the victim. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. You were fine before you met him, so you're not losing anything. But he obviously doesn't know how to respect your boundary, so it's better to just release that anyway. Like Casey said, release it. It's not yours. It's not yours. If I've clearly told you I'm not interested in that, then why are you pressing the issue? Right. Why are you pressing the issue? We've had this conversation. So, getting back to you after a breakup. Also, exactly. Also, when you have a breakup, it's also great to do things to lift your spirit physically. Like, go and get that haircut. Go and get that color. Go and get those highlights. If you want to start running to build up your physical fitness, do that so you can get fit. Maybe lose a little bit of weight if you feel like you need to. You know, whatever you need to do to build your self-esteem and your confidence level, get you some new clothes, get you some new makeup. Getting back to being you. Remember who you were before you were in that relationship, before you were so intertwined with that other person. Because sometimes people get lost. We lose ourselves sometimes in relationships with other people because we're so focused on making them happy. Well, we forget we matter too, you know? Right, Yasmin. Right. Never forget you. Never forget that you matter. Never forget how happy you were prior to that connection and stay that happy. Because to be honest, that's usually how you end up attracting whoever you attracted in the first place. Because you were living your best life, being your cute self, right? Getting your hair done, getting your lashes done, getting your nails done, whatever you do, right? That makes you you and that makes you happy. You were doing that. You were eating healthy. You were going to the gym. You were taking those walks. You were going jogging. Whatever you were doing, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Don't stop just because, oh, he left. Okay, bye. Right? Next thing you know, he might look up and you're jogging around you're jogging around the park with a jogging buddy. Who is this? Oh, this is my new jogging buddy. Since you've been gone, right? I've been getting fit and I'm lit. So, you know, don't ever let somebody take away your happiness. Dim your light, you know? Because some people come in and they're, like Casey said, be very careful of who you allow in your energy, because some people come in and they zap you of your energy. They're energy vampires. They cause drama. They cause confusion. They cause chaos. Yes, fit and lit, Casey. Fit and lit. So, I mean, you want to be healthy. You want to be healthy. I mean, that's the only way that you're going to be able to wear the clothes you want to wear. That's the only way your body's going to be able to function properly. You know, if you're healthy, you're eating healthy, you're drinking water, you're getting enough rest, your skin's going to glow, right? Casey, I'm not going to play with you. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I mean, hey, you can always get you some lingerie, right? But I would let him pay for it because, you know, that's just me. Let him pay for it. But yeah, like, whatever you need to do what you need to do. But I mean, don't stop being you because, oh, I'm not with this person anymore. Right. I like pink. Pink is pretty, right? You know. New sexy underwear, bras, you know. I mean, get them because they make you feel beautiful, right? If you have a favorite color, they make you feel beautiful. I'm a shoe person. I really love shoes. I love boots. Hey, Casey, I love boots. So I'll get myself new boots. Like, I probably will get some more new boots. That's just what I do. But, you know, I'm not going to stop. Like, when I met my DM, I was getting my nails done. I still do my nails, right? I still do my hair. I still do my makeup. Like, I'm not going to, even if he left today and we weren't together, I would still be just as cute as a button because that's how I was when he met me. I'm not going to stop doing that just because he disappeared and we're not together anymore and, oh, I don't know how I'm going to go on, you know? No, life goes on. And I think that's the reality that we have to tell ourselves. Life goes on, right? So, with that being said, but segueing into the second portion of the topic, how to know he's not the one. Like we said earlier, inconsistent communication. That's going to be a no. Already for me as an air sign, it's already going to be a no. If you can't even text me back, and I'm not even saying you have to text me back within 10 minutes of me texting you. If you don't text me back within 24 hours of me texting you, right, calling too much. Yes, and beware of those guys who are always, hey baby, hey beautiful. He doesn't call you by your name. That's shady to me. And you just met this person. It's really shady to me. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. But from my experience, guys who do stuff like that usually have multiple people. You're usually not the only person. They use terms like that because they know psychologically it makes you feel confident about yourself. Like, oh, he called me pretty. Or, oh, he's calling me beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Well, how many good morning, beautiful texts did he send out today? Was I the only person? We just met last week. Was I the only person that he sent that to? Probably not. It's probably a template. I'm just saying. I'm not being pessimistic. I'm just being realistic. Like, beware of people who do that. They call it, especially in narcissistic relationships, they call that love bombing, where he's just praising you and talking about, oh, I just love how you do this and the way you dress and the way you smell and, all this. You see what I'm saying here? Like, he's just overly lovey-dovey, overly all over you. Because as sure as shit hits the fan, one day, all of a sudden, it's going to feel like a snap. And he's going to snatch that rug from underneath you. He's going to snatch that rug right from underneath you, because he's got you exactly where he wants you. Exactly, Yasmin. It's manipulation. It's a manipulation tactic to get what he wants. So he will continue to shower. And this might be the type of person, hey, Starlighted, this might be the type of person that will even go to extremes to buy you expensive gifts. Like, he may send you a bouquet of roses, which we all know is like anywhere between 40 and up, right? For a bouquet of roses and a teddy bear. He might send it to your job, or he might buy you an expensive box of chocolates, or he might buy you some red bottoms. He might buy you a Louis Vuitton purse, because he's trying to buy your affection. He's trying to get something from you, and he barely even knows you. Beware of somebody like that. He hasn't earned your trust, nor has he earned your body. So beware of somebody like that. Actually, not yet, Starlighted. We're just doing girls chat at the moment, but I probably will be as soon as we're done. Probably do a few readings. So just stick around, love. But that's one major red flag, is the love bombing phase, where they come in and they're just like all over you like a hawk. And it's like, you barely even know me. You don't even say my name. Do you remember my name? Like, those type of people, it's like, because it's shady. It's shady behavior. Or every time you catch them, they're on their phone, but they're hiding the fact that they're on their phone. If you're sitting at a restaurant or you're sitting in the car together, this person is constantly like trying to hide the fact that they're texting someone or on the phone, or they're talking real low so you can't hear who they're talking to. Like, we have to pay attention. Yeah, you have to pay attention to people, their behavior, because they give us signs. And sometimes we see the signs and we don't really pay attention. You see what I'm saying? So those are red flags that person is just not, they're not it. No. Exactly, Casey. Exactly. I actually seen the other day, I was doing some research on dating, and they were saying like some questions to ask right up front, like, so what are your plans in the next so many years? Like, what is it that you plan to do? Or what are your goals for the future? When you're actually dating someone, you kind of want to know where their mind is at. You kind of want to know what they're thinking, their mindset. That way you can find out if you're even on the same page, if you're even compatible. And so if he's only asking surface level questions or superficial questions, he's only interested in one thing. And we all know what that is, but he can get that anywhere. So make sure before it's given up that that's what you want to do. I mean, some people are okay with that, but if you're wanting something solid, you don't want a surface level type of person, because they're only going to give you bare minimum effort. It's like after that individual, because a lot of women have gone through this, after they get what they wanted from you, they're out like a light. They're out. Oh, I've been trying to text Jeff. He hasn't responded to me. We were just together last week. That one time. Now he's not texting me. Now he's not calling me back. I know he's at work. I saw his car there. See what I'm saying? Like, people show us who they are. But he slowly was showing you, I'm only interested if we talk about sex. I'm only interested if it's 10 o'clock at night. Like Casey said, you better be dying. Because Queen, I don't know why, but in society now, in this day and age, a lot of, what do they call it? Friends with benefits has been glorified. It's been glamorized. If you really look at it, a lot of people live this lifestyle on the go, and they're like, oh, well, friends with benefits, yeah, he buys me stuff or whatever, and we have sex, we sleep together or whatever. And so they think that stuff is cute, because it's like, I don't really want to have to be with him, because I'm doing my own thing. I don't really want a relationship right now because I'm young. So It's just like a friends with benefit thing, and I know he's not serious, so I'm okay with it because I like the sex. That's really comes down to. It's very toxic, Yasmin, but that's what's glorified, especially when like, especially between like the ages of 18 and like 30. Like it's glorified to have this friends with benefit thing, but the problem that a lot of women are running into is because the way we were made, right? Whenever you have sex with someone, certain hormones are given off, so it automatically creates what's called, I think it's oxytocin. Y'all know what I'm talking about? It's the same hormone that's released when a mother gives birth. It's the oxytocin, or when she breastfeeds. So when that hormone is released, it causes a woman to be attached to this guy. So the problem is men don't have that. So he can get up and go sleep with somebody else and sleep with somebody else, and he doesn't care that she's all tore up and she's all hurt because she's connected. They don't care. And that's the problem. That's the problem. It shouldn't happen that way. You shouldn't be allowed to play with my emotions and use my body. I shouldn't allow it to be that way. Because we as women, we have a say-so in the matter. So, and it's not just about one person getting what they want and leaving. But a lot of people think, oh, well, if it's a friends with benefit situation, there's no feelings. But the truth is, there's always going to be feelings. And sometimes guys actually catch feelings too. And so they'll get jealous. So if they see her with someone else, it's a problem because now he's caught feelings. Because he really enjoys being with this woman. So the friends with benefit thing, Yasmin, yes, is very toxic because nobody really benefits. It was a nice way to say, let's just fuck. That's pretty much what friends with benefits means. Let's just not have a solid relationship. Let's not call it a relationship. Let's not get married. Let's just screw around and everybody can go their separate ways. But people get hurt because emotions are involved. So friends with benefit situations really don't benefit anybody. It's kind of like there really are no winners in a war, you know what I mean? Because somebody is going to die. Either way, somebody's going to die. That's kind of how it is with friends with benefits. Somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody's going to, there could be a child. Anything could happen. So a friends with benefit situation, I mean, if you're okay with that, you're an adult, you can make that choice. But just know, making that choice comes with certain consequences. When he's ready to pull out and you start catching feelings for this dude, don't be mad because you knew what it was when you signed up. And guys will tell women this. They'll be like, I don't know why you acting funny all of a sudden because you knew what it was. You knew I had a wife over here, or you knew I was over here with her and over here with her. Guys will tell women stuff like this. This is exactly why it's toxic behavior. Because it's like, how is that okay? Like, how you got multiple people all over the place, but we're supposed to be together? But he's going to say, we're not together. You see what I'm saying? Because it's a friends with benefit situation. He's not obligated to do anything. Right? He just comes in like a knight of wands and rolls out. That's it. And so women end up feeling used and abused because she allowed it. Okay, all right, well, he bought me this or he did this for me. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's the problem with that scenario. He's not actually saying, I want to build something with you. I want something solid with you. Yeah, that's why it's toxic. But that very behavior is also a sign that he's not the one. Because if he's only wanted to hit it and quit it, 9 times out of 10, he probably already has kids with somebody. So he doesn't want a family with you. He doesn't want marriage with you. He's not trying to build stability with you. So why waste your time? You see what I'm saying? Why waste your time with someone who's not barely giving any effort at all other than sex? What is sex supposed to do for you? It doesn't pay bills. It doesn't put food